Yeah, I think then we can get started, right?
Yes.
Okay, then hi everyone and welcome to this edition of the International Workshop on Testing Database Systems, or short DB Test. I think I speak in the name of both Pınar and myself as the co-chairs, and also Tillman and Karsten as the local chairs to say that we are very excited to be presenting the program today. So basically, we just want to give you a very brief overview of the workshop's goals and then also what is happening today. So this will be the 9th instance of the DBTest workshop, the workshop on testing database systems, and it was basically revived in 2018 after a gap of, I think, 4 or 5 years. And now DBTest is happening every second year, so biannually, and always are being co-located with Sigmod. Then topic-wise, as the name suggests, it's all about database testing, but database testing also in that kind of broad sense. And you will also see this during the talks today, that they basically reach from synthetic data generation to, for example, benchmarking and migrating systems. Overall, we received 5 submissions, of which we accepted 3 as papers, and we also invited 1 for a short talk. I also checked just before the session, and the proceedings are now online, and you should be able to access them using the link below. To give you the highlights of the workshop, of course, we'll have very interesting paper presentations. Then we'll also have 2 keynotes, namely one by Mark Raswald, who is the CTO of DuckDB Labs and also a postdoc at CWI. And since he and his team, they have been developing DuckDB, which I guess most of you know, and also has worked on the testing infrastructure, he will present how they are testing DuckDB and also what future plans that they have. And the second keynote will be given by Shan Lu, who is a full professor at the University of Chicago. And she will present a complementary kind of view because she has been working on a project to tackle performance and correctness problems in applications, so in database-backed web applications, to tackle these problems there rather than, for example, modifying the database system. New this year, we'll also have a panel. So thanks for the panelists, Greg, Alison, Abdul, and Yingjun, for agreeing to present your views on database testing in this session. If you're interested in the full program, it's of course online on the Sigmod webpage, also on the workshop's webpage. After this short introduction, we'll have the first 2 talks, and we already noticed that the speakers already present in the Zoom channel. Then we'll have a break, which is followed by the first keynote by Mark and a talk. Then we'll have 1.5 hour lunch, after which we'll have the second keynote and a talk. Then we have a break with the poster session. So I know that Suel is actually presenting a poster. If you're in Philadelphia, you can have a look at it. It's about his work that is also presenting in the DB test workshop. And finally, we'll also have the panel discussion. Regarding the lunch break, so we were able to secure 30 lunch boxes with both vegan and vegetarian sandwiches, as well as some snacks, I think fruits, as well as coffee and water. So we hope it's enough. We hope that also none of them go wasted. We were not sure how many eventually would attend the workshop. Then regarding questions, so if you are in Philadelphia, I think you can raise your hand and let Tillman or Karsten know. If you're using Zoom and attending remotely, please use the raise hands feature, and we will direct or ask you to ask your questions to the authors. And you can also write down your questions in the Sigmod Slack. So there are 4 channels for each of the sessions where you can then ask questions and discuss. With that, we also want to extend our thank you to a couple of people. So first of all our program committee, which did a great job in providing high quality and timely reviews. Then a big thank you to our local chairs. So Karsten and Tillman kindly agreed to take care of all the local organization and moderation. So thank you for doing that. And last but not least, we also want to thank our sponsors, SAP and Singularity, for sponsoring the workshop. So thanks a lot. And of course, also a big thank you to Pınar, who has found amazingly much time to invest in this workshop. So thanks for that. And,
thank you.
And with that, I think we are already at the end of the introduction. Pınar, do we have anything that I forgot to say?
No, I think we are good. We can start with the first talk.